Let's go make these double square star blocks, but first, always remember to share this so it will save to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. We talked about my secret mission with Missouri Star Quilt Company. I can't tell y'all what it is. It's exciting though, and I cannot wait until I can tell you. But what we're making today are double square star blocks from this table runner pattern. This pattern is available as a free download. The link is in the caption of this video. So the pattern says I need 16 2.5 by 2.5 print squares. I need 16 2.5 by 5 background squares. I need 16 2.5 by 7-inch squares, and I need 16 5-inch print squares. This is what it's going to take to make one block, and 4 of these will make our completed block. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my rectangle pieces, my white pieces, and my colored pieces, and I'm going to lay them pretty side down, my 2.5-inch square pretty side down on the white, and I'm going to sew right here from corner to corner. Straight stitch. You can mark it if you want to. I'm not marking mine. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I'm just going to sew from corner to corner. It's a small space, so I'm not really worried about it. If it were a longer span, I probably would mark it. Yes, I'm back stitching when I start and when I stop because my grandma said so. All right, we have sewn that. Now, after you sew it, you're gonna cut the side of it off, the top corner, because then watch what happens. Dun, 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 you open it up and look what you have. You're gonna do the same thing on the 7-inch square, except when you lay your colored piece down, you're gonna sew it the opposite way. So this one you sewed this away, this one you're gonna sew this away. Corner to corner, straight stitch, back stitching when you start and when you stop. This is one of those blocks that looked super difficult, but once I got into it and realized how it went together, it was very easy. And now I'm cutting that off. So do you see how the 7-inch goes this way, the 5-inch goes that way? Now, we're gonna iron them. This is my ironing situation. Heat resistant pad, wool mat, Oliso Mini Pro 3 iron, and it comes in a lot of colors. It's super cute. Now, I'm not ironing my seams open or even to one side. I just want to make sure that my pieces are reasonably flat on the top because it makes my work look good. I promise. Take the few minutes and iron. You'll be glad you did. I didn't iron for a long time, and when I started ironing, I thought, how did I miss this, Tammy? Okay, so now the construction of our block. Here is our 5 by 5. This piece goes right here. Do you see that? This piece matches this diagram. And then this piece is gonna go right here. So the first thing we're gonna do is sew these two pieces together. Straight stitch, 1/4-inch seam, back stitching when you start and when you stop, just like you sewed the other pieces on. Now, I'm gonna iron this and we're gonna sew our last piece on and we'll have this block finished. And so for this table runner, you would make 16 of these blocks right here because you need 4 finished blocks total, right? And this goes just like this. Pretty side to pretty side, we're gonna sew down this side. Straight stitch, 1/4-inch seam, back stitching when you start and when you stop. Now we're gonna iron again. So I've already sewn the rest of my blocks, but if I had not, I would do every step and then iron all the blocks. The next step, iron all the blocks. I would not sew and iron, sew and iron, sew and iron. And now everybody has their own method, so do it how you wanna do it. I'm just telling you how I would do it. So now this is what one finished block looks like. So you have to sew 16 of them. So we have our others right here. So this block is gonna sew right to that block. Let me show you the bottom. So this is the bottom of my block, and this is the top of my block. So I wanna lay it here to make sure I like the way that it looks. Now I'm gonna put these two pretty side to pretty side. So right here, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna lay those two and sew right there. So when you're looking at something that looks a little bit difficult, if you just take it in bite-sized pieces, it's really not, I promise. So now this is what we have. I'm gonna iron this. So if you're making this table runner at home, you would sew 16 of these squares. Then you would sew your 4 squares together, 4, 4, 4, and 4. So you would have 4 finished blocks, and I'm calling this a finished block. And then you would sew those 4 together end to end to make a table runner. Now, mine are headed off on a secret mission, so I'm not making the table runner, but I can't wait to show y'all what they are gonna be. I'm going to sew our last seam. We will iron this, and then we are shipping ours off somewhere so they can finish their secret mission at Missouri Star Quilt Company. I'm going to iron this, and then I want you to see the rest of my blocks. Now, do all of my points match? No. Do I care? Not really. I want to try to meet my seams. Pinch, pleat, or pull, whatever you have to do. I'm not squaring my blocks up. I never do. I know some of y'all are horrified, but don't come for me, okay? If you want to square your blocks, that's exactly what I want you to do. But I don't do that, because every time I start squaring, my smallest block ends up smaller or larger than the pieces I started to square down. So then I just keep chopping at it until I don't have anything left. So we just pinch, pleat, or pull in my world, but you do what you want to. So here's block number 1, block number 2, block number 3, and block number 4. Look how adorable these are. I can't wait to show y'all what their forever life is going to look like. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.